peers from school, from primary. You know, I was always leading something, you know, and it took me to, you know, a few phases in life that I saw that, oh, I mean, I go feel talk to people and just maybe just do something together. So it was there, but, you know, I wasn't just feeling it. But the pilot and the law was more important for me at that time.
And what happened? Because it's not too late. You can still be a lawyer. I mean, Sawami here was called to the bar just about a week or so ago.
She's been bombarding me since she started the law school. She's been telling me I should, you know, but...
You should come and join her.
And my timing, where we are, the job we are doing is like Galamsey. When you fall inside the hole, to come out, by God's grace...
Unless not move.
Unless not move. So I was just trying to, you know, check my, you know, schedules and stuff like that. But it's not too late. I can still pursue that cause, but... I feel where God has brought me now, you know, it's more of a leadership kind of thing. So I'm just trying to follow that.
Let us assume Shatta Wale became a pilot and your plane is full, you're about to take off. Talk to your passengers.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. This is your pilot, Shatta Wale, flying from Ghana to Lagos. I just want to tell you guys that you're safe. There will be a little bit of turbulence in the air, but... I don't know. So like when I say people dance, you know, like the raw talk, you know, like your intro. Sometimes I'm saying the big English will come there, but the streets one,
a bit of tech.
Yeah. I used to have like games that I play, pilot games, even up to now. You know, I have like games in the house that I play them. You know, I have my own airports. I have a game that, you know, you build your airport with investors.
Like a flight simulator.
Yeah, you know, so
interesting.
I do stuff like that. Sometimes I wish, you know, I pursued that because I feel the music, you know, has been a little bit stressful, you know, but I always say, whatever God plans for you, you know, you have to just take it and just move on. Yeah.
You speak well, and when I listen to your music, you can see it is deep. It's intelligent. A lot of the time, some of us growing up, our parents didn't want us to be in the arts because they thought it was a space for failures, people who didn't have anywhere to go in life. But I mean, every time I listen to you, every time I listen to your songs, you can see there's a lot of weight. It's somebody who has sat down to think. It presupposes that you were a very smart student. I mean, back in the day, back in school. What kind of house did you grow up in? Was daddy strict on you, mommy strict, do your homework, this kind of thing, by force, you know?
Well, I'll say my parents were strict, but education-wise, you know, I was doing good. You know, my sisters were also doing good. Even though I know chop last, you know, from primary to, you know, JHS. When I went to SHS, you know, my first time I saw myself in the last thing, I was like, well, you know, because I was shocked that, last time, you know, I got some friends in school that, you know, weren't going to class and stuff like that. But I would say my parents were more of, like my dad, Shatta Kapo, is more of the know thyself spirit, you know, so the education was, yes, part of the plan, but all he wanted me to know is just be aware of myself, who I am, what am I in this world to do, what courses or what careers can I pursue so that I can be very successful, you know. So my dad was more of like self-education, like he was always teaching me in the house, you know, so social studies, agric, all those things. Yes, I was studying all those things, but the education was more for my dad, and that one I won't run away with it, even though I still have problems with him every day and night, you know. Yeah, but Shatta Kapo really took me to a school of life, you know, so that's how come it always looks like. I tell my team every time that I'm not intelligent, I'm not smart, I'm not the best guy in class, but I've been able to figure out what life is, so I move accordingly, you know, so that's how come, you know, sometimes people hear me and they go like, no, the songs you're singing are deep, like, no, Shatta, the things you say are deep, and I go like, yes, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. You know, the fear of man is when you think of evil, you know, so I've always been educated well from home, and that one I'll give kudos to Shatta Kapo and Madam Elsie. God bless you people, man. Yeah.
And I'll also say special thanks to Shatta Kapo. You know, sometimes we meet at the barbershop. I think
you tell me he's your guy.
Yeah, when I meet him, he always pays for me. Big man.
I mean, he wasn't giving me my life, so he pays for you.
Yeah, for my
Someday I went to cut my hair, he took me to the barbershop and he cut me Sakura.
Because he didn't like what you put on your head.
It is his head and it is my head. That's the problem I have with Shatta Kapo. We all came into this world by his grace. So if I'm leaving, let me leave Shatta Kapo. You know, I like him. Sometimes we argue about some things and, you know, he goes like, but you know, that thing you said, you are right. But the way you said it, no, I think that that's was supposed. It was Tuesday. Today is Sunday. So now we are speaking as a Sunday people. You know,
That's
so
it.
yeah.
In 2 days' time, you celebrate your birthday.
Yeah, big day.
October 17th.
Yeah, Libra.
There's a 7 in there. 7:10.
Yeah.
Mine is 7:10. Mine was last Tuesday,
okay,
7th October.
okay.
Yeah, you're 10 days after.
October boys. That's why you are Myanmar and people don't know that.
Yeah.
Myanmar people, we are very blessed.
We are special. That's what your award is with the other name.
My guy.
Metal.
Metal, if you are listening to me, bring my award, please. I need it to do something for the Grammy. Please. Thank you. No, back with Joyprime, you are stealing my award. You know that when I said I wasn't part of the scheme, Joyprime was like, good thing, I will take this guy's award.
And he took it.
Recently, when someone said his name is Shatta Wale. Let's continue. We'll meet him. We'll talk about that.
Oh, you need to go check out the studio he's built.
No, I saw it. I saw it. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I really felt good about it. And
Yeah.
I think maybe moving forward, anytime maybe we have these big international stars in town, I think his place should be the spot.
Nice.
So I feel we need that space, you know, the crew, everybody, because I was watching like his eating area, like, you know, the whole place, like it's so beautiful. And these are the things like government needs to, you know, see that. Okay, Joe Metal is not loud there like Shatta Wale, but how come has he been able to like build this kind of
Like that.
infrastructure that, you know, at least we should just be steering these conversations to the governments of Ghana. Like, you know, any government that comes into power should know that try that. So how can we help and boost it more? Because he can have this in Accra, have another one in Kumasi, have another one in Tamale, and that is also part of development. But you see, sometimes we see this as a way they are gospel for you know, and they only talk about road contracts and those things.
I like where you're going and the fact that one of your childhood dreams was to be president. It means you have some politics in your blood a little bit.
Yeah, my dad is a politician.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, my dad was working with, you know, the late, you know, Joyprime, may rest in perfect peace. When Nana couldn't do, you know, Nana couldn't used to call my house and say, oh, Papa, I don't know if my father, politics, he's more in the woman. You know, recently she made me a Starbites at East Logo. I had to get down quickly, you know, because when I saw her, I saw the security, I had to get down. When I was and so Papa, I'm fast no man. Daddy, whatever I have stolen from NDC, take it back. Please. Otherwise, I'll let you go call you.
We'll come to Iyoko. We'll pass there briefly on our way. But I was gonna ask, so if when I asked you to be a pilot and you know welcome your passengers to your flight and all of that, you mentioned from Accra to Lagos. Let us assume you found yourself on a flight from Accra to Lagos, and sitting next to you was President John Mahama. Which 3 things would you discuss with him?
Oh, simple. I think I was telling my boy about this, you know, a while ago. I think last month. I was like, damn, I mean, if you're Muhammad Teopa, the American trying to say, you know, the youth employment is one of the most important things that we have to concentrate on. You know, apart from that, you know, the creative like industry has this global, you know, markets that we can push this to.
Yeah.
That is true. You understand me? And apart from that, you know, the national like leadership.
Yeah.
You know, I sometimes feel we forget that he came and he campaigned and we voted for him. So when they come into power like this, the national leadership becomes like Nyama. You understand me? Like what you see is that people will be playing political games. People will be, you know, like there's favoritism here. Oh, let's check George Quay. I think George Quay's card that he's using, I think it's, let's check. You see, like, we are not paying attention to the system. And that's where, like, the mix-up comes. You see, like, these politicians dragging this politician. And those things all waste our time. You know, when you talk about, you know, the youth employment, that's why I've created something like Shaxi. Because I feel, okay, the government can't do it alone. Okay, if Shatta starts this, it's the government seeing it. Because there's Shaxi everywhere. But the only, you know, institution that have called us is the YEA.
Yeah.
And shout out to Malik Basintelli. Like
5K men.
Yeah, 5K men. Like hard guy. You understand me? Like these are people that see the future of the country. You understand me? And I believe when we talk about the creative arts side too, we have Ministry of Tourism, creative arts,
culture. Honorable Blachvagwan, she's watching us. She told me.
No, Jivagoma, she knows my dad. You understand me? Sometimes I just want them to know that it's not about the money, but it's about how we can create that picture for the system to know that there is something going on. I tell people, like, I didn't start music with billions of dollars. I started music with Kubu Kubu. You understand me? But now I'll be able to build. So they shouldn't get scared of approaching us and say, Shatta, can we do this project? Can we do? Oh, Shatta, I saw your show in Kumasi with Sarkodie. That was brilliant. I think we want to partner and do this. And those are the things I want to discuss with the president. Because the things that we are discussing now in the country is not moving the country forward. Like, for instance, when I see arrest of this person, I feel like the cocoa seller in Nima, the cocoa has poured this money. They've not announced it on Joyprime. They've not announced it on GTV that, oh, some Hajia Fatih's cocoa has, like, she's not important, she's not in the country. But these are the people that, you know, these are leaders who went to and campaign.
Those of the economy.
Yes, you understand me? So we should think about the people more rather than, you know, that's, you know, personal problems, political beef. Like, I tell my team, like, as we're in Ghana right now, there's a political beef going on that the people are not aware.
There is?
Yeah, a big one. When I watch Ghana, me, I've slept everywhere in this country before.
Really?
From north, south, east, and west. Like, I have friends in the water region, northern region, everywhere. Because when I left home, I was looking for something, I don't know, but I was finding a way to see how music, you know, could be my career and I can push it. So I was meeting people. So I've heard people talk. That's why when I play song and, you know, you see the fans, you know, getting so much into the song, people feel, oh, not then now, why get want to know. It's a message, they are feeling it, you know. So that's how come, you know, I sit down and go like, what is this political battle that you people are playing up there? And people like us, we are seeing it. So when I go on stage and I make some statements, somebody will see like, Shatta, the way I will to book, it's the truth. You understand me? There's been a whole lot of things that have been painted or brought to Shatta Wale, but I've been able to, you know, overcome that because I am not a liar. Everything I do is real.
Yeah.
You know, when I want to meet the president, I know the things I'll tell him that are real things that when he thinks about it, it can help all of us. You know, but rather than, you know, where you party, you are dragging the country back 30 years, you know, ahead. So
interesting. Yeah. Interesting. I love that. I mean, you mentioned something about we've arrested this person, we caught this person. Recently, Yoko took your car.
Yeah.
How does that affect you, your brand as a musician, and how do you think it affects our creative sector as a whole? I mean, acts like that.
It doesn't only affect my brand. I think it affects the whole creative sector. You know, because it might be Shatta Wale today. The next time it might be you, because we are not just paying attention to what is happening. Shatta Wale is a celebrity. I'm not bigger than the law of this country. I'm loved, yes, I know, but it doesn't get into my head. I don't feel big about it. I feel when there is a problem in this country, the way we want to handle the president's problem when he's sick, that we hide him in a car flying to America to go and check. It's the same way we need to handle every important person in this country because we are all playing roles. I can boldly say that I have made more money than even Ministry of Finance in this country. That they say they are bringing money into the country. I've brought more money into the country than the Ministry of Finance. I've brought more money into the country than Ministry of Tourism. I've created jobs, like I've created things for people that, you know, when you sit down, you go like, no, Shatta is...
Yeah. This is your boy, Wale Music TV. Say subscribe my channel, so wanna subscribe him. If you wanna click bell no do, na me the video be out tomorrow. I want the first person to share. If you wanna drop a comment was so. Wale Music TV, yes, Shatta Wale ni TV. I have more Shatta Wale ni news. Na update everything be a friend Shatta Wale who be a once a back on the more platform me do. Into bomb more than subscribe, next share. No brother and our system who edumede in Wale Music TV. Video be able post on what had they be a ba Shatta Wale. Inti say Shatta Wale no fan quoting there. Blend bete good news. Blend never share, never subscribe. No brother and our system who edumede in the more platform me do. Video be able post on what had they be a ba Shatta Wale. Inti say ejimu di day Shatta Wale fan quoting there. Blend bete good news ba Shatta Wale. Ne bomb more than share. No brother and our sister. ohun edwumede di Wale Music TV. Thank you.